You're now listening to Empty Opinions with Eladio Polanco. Recording way too late. You know what I mean? If only you knew how late I'm recording this. Yeah. I be thinking I can freestyle now, but that shit is kind of wild when you're trying to say something. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, I might just start yelling like Joe Budden. Yeah, you don't know what the fuck the yo, Joe Budden phoning. I'm not trying to phone it in on this podcast because I fuck with it. All these people fuck with it. You people all with it. Yeah, yeah. Get the flow with it. Yeah. All you people don't know what I'm going. Whoa. All right. I think that's right. I'll leave it. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Empty Opinions with Eladio Blanco. My name is Eladio Blanco. I mean, this episode might be kind of weird just because the energy might not be there. And just, I think things are off. I'm not really ready to do a podcast today. But I mean, I've waited until the literal last second to do this podcast, and I want to keep my streak of posting episodes every Monday at 6 a.m. So whatever the fuck it takes, that's what I'll do. I mean, I'm so fucking tired. What the fuck am I even gonna talk about, man? I might just play with some fucking sound bites if I'm being honest. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes me feel good. Girls laughing. Yeah, a crowd. Yeah, this is very funny, right, guys? You guys think this is funny? Y'all just gonna laugh at me, huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, it's not that funny. Come on, guys. Let's relax. Let's be honest. Oh, you know what? Fuck y'all. No, I don't want the claps. Yeah, I mean, I'm losing it, man. I don't know what the fuck this episode is gonna be. I don't know how good it's gonna be. But hey, there's always gonna be bad ones. I think last week's was pretty good. Who fucking knows what this episode is gonna be? All right, well, fuck it. Let's get to housekeeping. This is the first segment of the podcast. We're just gonna talk about nothing really. I just want you to follow me on fucking social media for God's sakes. Please follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Eladio Talks. That's ELADIOTALKS. You know how to spell talks. So at Eladio Talks on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Please follow me on the social medias. Also, make sure you watch my latest YouTube video. I'm back posting videos on there. My latest video is called "I Took 10 Shots of Hennessy and This Happened," and basically that video serves as proof that I can't get drunk. So if you find that interesting, make sure you go watch that latest video and subscribe to the YouTube channel too, please, and thank you. Follow the podcast's Twitter and Instagram at Empty Opinion Pod. There you can keep up with everything podcast related. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast's YouTube channel. That is, Empty Opinions Podcast. You can find it. You can literally search it and it will be the first result. No other podcast with that name, thank God. If anybody is listening to this on Apple Podcasts, even if it's just with that one person, I beg this one person to please rate it 5 stars. It helps a lot, and I'm trying to take this podcast to the next level. Also, make sure to follow the podcast's playlist on Spotify if you want to catch up, with all the songs that we've been playing on the aux. There's a lot of good songs in there. I really like the one that I'm going to play today, but let's not get ahead of that. I think that's everything for the housekeeping. I mean, my head already hurts from talking. You know what I mean? Everything is like pointing towards the fact that I probably shouldn't be doing this podcast at this time right now. But if anything, I might just keep it really short. I think I'll keep it around 30 minutes. Probably even shorter if my headache keeps going. But we have some topics to talk about that I really do not give a fuck about, honestly, at this point. I'm really trying to force myself to do this podcast, man. I apologize to anybody if the quality of this ends up being not good. I just procrastinated even on this podcast, and I shouldn't have. But let's get through these 4 topics, all right? The first topic I want to talk about is Bad Baby is just going fucking insane. And if you don't know what Bad Baby or Bad Bobby is, Bad Baby. I used to think it was Bad Bobby, but it's Bad Baby. If you don't know what Bad Baby is, this is the Cash Me Outside girl that was in Dr. Phil, who became famous for acting black in the Dr. Phil show. Now she is in a lot of controversy because she recently posted on Instagram her tanned, which damn near blackface or black body, if you would call it. Tan to the point where not even Ariana Grande has reached that level. It was just incredibly noticeably black. You know what I mean? And a lot of people were coming at her saying that you want to be black really bad, this and that. And this is where the story just gets funnier because, I don't know if Bad Baby has a publicist or not, but Danielle Brigoli is her name. I don't know if she has a publicist, but he sure ain't helping, he or she, because she just keeps digging a bigger and bigger hole. First, it started with her going on Instagram Live and saying, ain't nobody want to be black, and then obviously that was taken in the wrong way in many different levels. In any possible level you can think that could be the wrong response, it was. Not only was she just completely lying, because she definitely wants to be black, and became famous for being a white girl that acts black. It also is almost offensive saying that nobody wants to be black, because what does that say about being black? That's bad? Maybe I'm overreaching with that one, but that's what I got from it. Not only is she lying, but she's also almost blasting black people, telling them nobody wants to be like you. And I couldn't believe that she went that low. But that wasn't the lowest it got. And it just continued. Maybe this was the plan all along, to stretch this fucking non-story for over a week. But it just kept going and kept getting worse and worse and worse, man. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. The next video after that, the next thing that surfaced after an Instagram Live that she did, was her comparing herself to Tarzan. In the way she did it, she said, so everybody keeps saying that I'm trying to act black. But I don't know what the fuck her point was. I think she was just comparing herself to fucking Tarzan. And already it sounds fucking crazy. It's wild. But basically she was saying that people think that she is acting black because she grew up a lot around black people. And then for fucking whatever reason, I don't even know what her point was, but she just said, but if you think about it like this, Tarzan And then, I mean, the most comical pause you could ever hear in your fucking life. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, that pause must have been on somebody who knew exactly what she was about to say. And even if she didn't complete that sentence, just saying Tarzan was a little wild. Because essentially, she's comparing herself to Tarzan and then saying she's around gorillas. Which, I mean, is fucking crazy. I mean, I can't even. There's nobody who is. I don't understand how you do that besides it being on purpose. You know what I mean? It has to be. Because if you don't think that's on purpose, if that wasn't on purpose, I mean, this bitch is a fucking 1950s racist. I mean, what the fuck? Basically calling black people gorillas? That's fucking wild. I mean, I just laughed because it was so wild that somebody would say that in 2020. And I mean, she made another Instagram live with one of her friends trying to tell her to fucking relax and just admit that you're acting black, or just apologize and admit that you just said some offhand shit. But I mean, you know, Bad Baby just keeps digging that hole, man. She just keeps digging it. Keeps saying, no, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not trying to act black. And I mean, come on, Bad Baby. You're for sure trying to act black. I mean, come on. It's obvious. I mean, even if it's not conscious, even if it's subconscious, you're for sure trying to act black. So please just admit it and save everybody a lot of time, because it's unnecessary drama that I don't understand. Yeah, I just don't understand why she's... unless this is all planned, which it very well could be, I don't understand how she just keeps digging herself in bigger holes. But yeah, I mean, that's where I'll leave it with Bad Baby. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the demise. You know, this is how you know the world is going to shit. Bernie Sanders and Cardi B were in an Instagram live talking about politics. And I mean, I didn't see the full live. I just saw like 5 seconds of a clip I saw on Twitter. And it's just like, yeah, I mean, you know, this country's gonna shit, man. I mean, it's just, and not only is it wild that somebody like Cardi fucking B is, I mean, just think about these three concepts, right? Bernie Sanders, Cardi B, Instagram Live. This sounds like fucking Mad Libs. What the fuck are these three things combined doing together? Like, what, in what world is this a reality? Why the fuck is Cardi B talking to Bernie Sanders about policy? And I mean, not only is it bad that fucking Bernie Sanders is just talking to Cardi B on IG Live, just chilling, just having some good discussions. I mean, I didn't see it. I'm sure there was some interesting topics brought up. But I mean, the fact that that was even happening in the first place makes you think of what the fuck is happening in the world. But my main thing is, why the fuck is Bernie Sanders going on Cardi B's live after he drops out of the fucking race? You know what I mean? Like, just stop the shenanigans. I mean, if you already dropped out, what the fuck else are you trying to accomplish? Maybe like trying to get people to vote for for Joe Biden. I mean, I don't know if that's gonna work, dude. I don't know how that's working. I don't know if you going on live with fucking Cardi B during the pandemic. I mean, that's another thing. Let's add that to the fucking equation. So we got Cardi B, which is the most popular female rapper, let's say. Bernie Sanders, one of the candidates in the forefront to become the president in the Democratic side. Then you got Instagram Live, which now everybody's using because of the coronavirus. I mean, it's just something that when I saw that clip, it almost felt like unbelievable. It's almost like something, you can't believe that. That's one of those things where, you know, you have to see it to believe it, and then you gotta just give up on life. Because what the fuck? I mean, how many times do I gotta say this? I mean, look, I understand Cardi B is very politically active. You know, she's very smart. She lets her political opinions be known and, you know, makes videos about them and stuff. And she has previously talked with Bernie Sanders, right? That's happened before. But why? You know, I think the IG Live aspect is what's the most egregious about this, right? Like, on a social media platform, live streaming is Cardi B and Bernie Sanders talking about what to do during the pandemic. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe this is a antiquated perspective to have, but maybe Bernie Sanders shouldn't be talking to Cardi B. You know what I mean? I understand they're probably friends at this point, but it's just something I do not want to see in my timeline. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't really show any progress. If anything, it shows the opposite of it. Because I don't know what the fuck what causes change by doing an Instagram live with Cardi B, Bernie. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. It's weird and it fucking threw me off when I first read it. It's fucking wild. I mean, this coronavirus is just upending the way we think about America. I mean, America is not gonna come out unscathed after this. We're just starting to see the real America, the fucking wild. It's like the wild, wild west out there, especially in social media. It's fucking crazy. But all right. What else do we gotta talk about? I want to talk about what do I want to talk about? I'm trying to think. Well, I know what I want to talk about. I'm just buying time while I fucking fix my ear. Um, let's talk about this Corona thing, man. And I haven't been talking about it a lot because there hasn't been much to say. I mean, there is, but I haven't had a lot to say. But I think I can make a quick little update into what I think is gonna happen and what I'm starting to see happen, which is just shit is wild out there. I mean, it's just shit is wild out there, but also this is not gonna last as long as even I thought it could last. Well, even I always was thinking by June we gotta be out, just purely by making sense. Because if we shut down, right, the whole country kind of shut down, and social distancing started March, like halfway through March, right? It's about to be the end of April, you know, and that what is that? That's a month and a half, right? By the time April's done, that's a long time of people being inside, right? And then you say you add another month. I mean, there's been people saying that this shit is gonna last until fucking November. Like I know one of the girls, whether or not, how the fuck do I even refer to a girl that I don't what the fuck? I mean, I don't know. Like this just kind of stumped me trying to get past her name. One of my friends. Fuck it. I mean, it's way more complicated than that, but I don't feel like explaining. One of my friends really thought that this shit was gonna last until August, and I mean that's what it should be. But there's no way the economy is gonna be shut down for 4 months, and that people aren't gonna get fucking angsty, and just go out and live life. There's no way. It doesn't make sense, And that's why I see a lot, and that's why you're starting to see a lot of places like Pennsylvania saying we're gonna open in May 1st. I mean, people start getting out there, folks, because the shit is gonna happen. I mean, this movie theater. I used to work at a Cinemark, and they recently sent an email saying we're planning on doing a slow reopen by July 1st. I mean, that's just what's happening out there in the world. So, because people are getting angsty and people want to leave, and it's one of those things where like the vaccine is probably not gonna. It could. I mean, it could be a miracle and somebody could figure out the vaccine early, but in reality, the vaccine is not gonna be out until by probably next year, right? So what? Then nobody goes out. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. You can't. It's good. I mean, the whole thing with social distancing and staying home is to flatten the curve, right? For how long do we got to do that? I think at least for me, I'm thinking max 2 months. I think that's enough of people doing social distancing to flat out the curve. And then after that, people are probably going to catch it for sure going to catch it. But there's going to be open spaces in hospitals and people are going to be able to be treated properly, right? It's not like that's the whole point, isn't that? Because I mean, everybody's going to catch it in some way or form. That's what they say. I mean, this is extremely, contagious. A lot of people are going to catch it. It's just about how we're treating it. And I mean, I can't see Americans staying in their houses for longer than 2 months. It's just not viable. Not viable for the economy. Not viable for fucking mental health. Not viable for a stable society. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? If it's China where they're threatening to kill you if they see you outside of your fucking curb, I mean, maybe. But in a free society, that doesn't work. It's definitely not gonna. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's my update with the corona. We're gonna be out sooner than people realize, because I mean, the news and just everybody has scared the fuck out of everybody else with this coronavirus stuff, that everybody just wants to stay home regardless. And after we open up, there's going to be a lot of people that just stay home and don't want to go out anywhere. But it's yeah, it's rough. I mean, I don't know what to say, y'all. It is what it is. Yeah, that's it for my corona update. The Rona update that happens probably every 3 weeks. All right, now let's talk about the last topic. Another instance of racism, not racism, but another instance of white people getting in trouble with black people, and really anybody. I mean, I talked about Bad Baby, keeps acting black and tells people that she's not. Well, we got the opposite in a couple of white teenage high schoolers that made possibly the most racist TikTok video you could ever make. I mean, it was just incredibly racist. I mean, it wasn't even like a racist joke. It was an extremely elaborate statement on, I mean, it's just plain old racism. I haven't seen plain old racism like this in a long time. I mean, this was fucking crazy. These people did not give a fuck about even, I mean, there's no ounce that what they did was racist. Now, were they racist? I mean, the fucking TikTok video kind of proves so. And a lot of her fucking shenanigans, like the girl and the couple, some of her shenanigans is kind of proving that as well. But regardless if they themselves are racist or not, I mean, that's just too racist for society to accept that, especially not in 2020. I mean, I know the quarantine is making people fucking go insane, but yeah, you can't make a TikTok video like that. It was fucking wild. I mean, I just never seen a racist video like that, like that racist. I mean, just blatantly racist, right? And I mean, obviously, this shit spread like wildfire in a bad way for them, because now, not only have they been terminated from their fucking high schools, they're probably not gonna get to go to college. Their fucking future could be damn near lost. You know what I mean? Like that could be it for them. All because of this extremely racist video. And it's something that I've been thinking about, right? Like, it seems like their future is fucked, right? They're like pretty fucked. I mean, you just can't be that openly and so, I mean, goddamn. The racism in that video is just potent, man. It's the most potent racism I've seen since the fucking 60s. Not really, but I'm just exaggerating. All I'm saying is that it was extremely fucking racist. I mean, they left no choice for any sane person to do shit to them. Now, the thing that I find interesting in that I'm definitely not really going to get into in the next 2 minutes, or not get into in a meaningful way, it's the point of, at what point do we forgive these people? Because, I mean, if we think about this, I mean, racism is illegal, but what they did, I don't think is illegal. You can't press charges for that. So it's almost like just like social prison, right? Like the public has canceled you in a real way. You're not graduating from your high school. You're probably not going to your dream college. I mean, life is just going down the shithole, right? I mean, and it's a tough question, but I think at what point, or what happens? I mean, are they fucked for life? Do we decide that racism is one of those things that's so bad that you're just a racist for the rest of your life and that's it? Because, I don't want to be sympathetic towards them, but I mean, what the fuck is the point of living? If everybody knows that you did something racist. I mean, I don't know. That's the thing with this, though, is that you don't know if they're actually, I mean, I'm 80% sure they're actually racist. But if there's a 20% thing that they're not racist and you just did this silly video not thinking about it and they're just really more stupid than they are racist, then it kind of complicates things. But because now you're just like, well, I mean, what do we do with these people? There's got to be some sort of like 10-year social prison for people that do this kind of stuff, right? or I mean, I don't know. It's just because now I'm just thinking of the future. Like, what the fuck happens? I mean, people don't care, obviously, and I don't mind. I'm not mad that people are like, fuck them. Who cares what the fuck their future is gonna be if they were that racist, right? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that take at all. But it's just like, I mean, I'm just seriously thinking what happens to these people. And it's going to be interesting to see because, I mean, the girl is just going absolutely nuts. It's just, she's changing her tune from, like, posting on her Instagram story, Black Lives Matter, just saying, fuck all black people. It's fucking wild. She's really losing it. I don't know. I mean, blaming her boyfriend to then saying that's why y'all, we're being attacked because we're being right. I mean, I don't, and the boyfriend is nowhere to be seen. Only the girlfriend is the one posting. So, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen to them. It's going to be interesting keeping an eye on to see what happens. Because, I mean, for sure, people are going to forget about this in like 2 months. There's more important matters going on in the world, like a fucking pandemic, right? So I'm sure people are kind of going to forget about these two. But it's just interesting, like, when you ruin your life that bad on social media and you're like 18 years old, 17, 18, I mean, what happens next? I'm just like wondering what happens next. You know what I mean? It's just an interesting question. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. It's a shorter episode than normal because I'm fucking tired. The way we end every episode is with a segment I like to call the Aux, where I play a song I've been listening to recently. I've been listening to the Division's new album, Amuse in Her Feelings. It's fucking amazing. And this is one of those songs that kind of caught me off guard, but I haven't been able to stop playing it since I heard it. It's called Keep It Going. So thank you guys so much for listening, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Boom, 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 boom.
We want to welcome everybody to the After Hours.
Fuck you.